in their last one against New York.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Can't hit from 12.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it on.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Bogut against Mozgov. Lock at 6. Curry outside. That is good. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Bogut. And it's Rush in for Andre Iguodala. Now here's Irving. Looking for his first basket still in this one. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins. In the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in, and Thompson sends it back. On the wing, Shumpert shoots from the corner. Cleveland gets it back. Love with the bucket. Love's got 6 points.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Warriors leading by 5. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. Another miss by Curry.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
No one covering. 9 points for Love.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Ezeli dishes to Curry. And that one's good.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
James against Thompson. It's a pick by Love. James, the pass to Dellavedova. From deep three-point range. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
And we're ready to get rolling once again here for our Christmas Day matchup. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
On the court for Cleveland, filling out the wings, it's Shumpert, LeBron. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Dellavedova in at the 1 spot. And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. Undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
Now James, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. He kicks to Ezeli, left side Curry. And Barbosa has it in the corner for the 3. Rebound by Dellavedova.
And for Green, long arms, great anticipation. We talk about the IQ. Also the willingness to absorb contact, all part of what makes him special on the defensive end of the floor. And, now we have all these analytics. And if you look at all the advanced measures for defense, Draymond Green is one of the best in our game. And teams are better able to measure now defense with player tracking and the cameras. So I think that helped Green when the time came for him to sign his contract.
Williams, he's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Williams against Curry. And he gets it to go. Curry's got 12 in the game.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Williams kicks to Love. Thompson, a screen on Green. The drive by Thompson, and that one is hammered home.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now here's Williams. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Curry outside, and the rejection by James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Steph Curry. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Mozgov's checked in. Here's Barbosa. And again, no good by Golden State.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just lets it. He whiffs on it.
And Leandro Barbosa gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Spades is checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Smith is checked in. Now here is Smith. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Barbosa dishes to Rush. Barbosa against Smith. Shot clock at 6. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. Cavaliers trailing. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, there's the pick. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Livingston, no luck.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Thompson misses.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Now, here's Thompson after LeBron James's miss, and the shot is good. Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's Sixth Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And this is a rematch from the NBA Finals a season ago. They came up a little short, looking for some redemption tonight.
I agree with you. They're hoping to be the ones hoisting the trophy this season, Greg. Tonight provides an opportunity to make a statement.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Spates. Iguodala comes in for Brandon Rush. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Here's Curry. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Williams with the steal. 59 seconds left now here in the second. Thompson sets the pick for Smith. Off the screen. Warriors with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, more than anything else, I think three-point shooting was the key, the catalyst, if you will, in that game.
Yeah, it's really a nice weapon to have because it makes things easier for you in other parts of your offense when you can knock down the three.
The Warriors leading. Three-pointer. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
So they take the lead. And that's now 10 points for LeBron.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside. Thompson
from long range. Held that one. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Warriors lead by 2. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
I'm here with Kevin Love.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They're playing with a sense of urgency, even though they're at home. Sometimes you feel so comfortable on your home court, the other team can jump on you. But they know these fans have their back, and now they're well positioned to build a lead in the second half.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
See ya.
And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
It's been a solid outing for Curry. 12 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots, and it's Bogut in at the center position. Green, no luck. Well, Cleveland shooting around 41% on the night. Irving against Curry. Irving kicks to LeBron. From outside, off the mark. The Warriors shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way. And that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Thompson passes to Iguodala. And another three for Golden State.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Timeout called the Warriors. How much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
Here we go, James heading to the hoop.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court. In talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
Here's Curry with the three. That drops. Curry's got 15 points.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Love with the screen on Curry. It's a pick by Love. James dishes to Love. Clock at 6 with his first shot attempt. Back to Irving. That falls. Great assist by Love. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. And last year, down to 35.
Iguodala against Smith. And a wide open look for Irving. Good on the triple. Now it's a 3-point Cavalier lead.
And you look at the story defensively in this game. I mean, they've gone backwards in the second half. A little too casual for me. It's costing them. They're paying for it. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Ezeli comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Rush in for Andre Iguodala. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Smith.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Curry kicks to Green. And the Warriors miss again.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight. And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 1:24 left to play in the third. Irving against Curry. James sets the screen for Irving. James outside to the middle. Here's Mozgov. The rebound by Ezeli. Warriors trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Thompson with the bucket.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Irving drives in. Here's Mozgov. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Curry. He's got 15. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now James. He's got 16. It's a pick by Love. James, the pass to Irving. His three-pointers off the mark. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. Then it's Jones. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Dellavedova in at the point. Up against Bogut. Love wide open. He fires. And right through it goes. Love's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Cleveland. And Curry, here we go. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
Tipped away. Down low. Here's Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
That one misses. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see. And
his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Thompson, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Andre Iguodala.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet. And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Andre Iguodala on a roll.
Cavaliers leading. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Love with the screen on Curry. Out to Shumpert. Shoots it up. No luck, and Golden State will go the other way with it. They host the Kings after this game, and that game concludes a 5-game homestand.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Smith comes in for James Jones, and Mo Williams subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. The number 1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
Thompson, a screen on Curry. It's Williams with the drive. Thompson dishes to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Another shot, and it's laid up and in by Thompson. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. And Clark, we've seen some great competition in this one.
I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, looking at the lead changes really kind of tells the story of this game.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. LeBron comes in for Shumpert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Williams.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Passes to Irving. Cleveland moving it around. Bogut against Mozgov. He feeds it to Smith. Dishes it to LeBron. Takes it from 10. It's rebounded by Golden State. Thompson outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Thompson's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Kevin Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. .149 left in the game. Irving kicks to James. Good defense by Iguodala.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them. Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
You just see some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're down by 2. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. James outside. Looking to end his cold spell. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 18 points for LeBron.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Up top, Curry, who's covered by Irving. And that is good. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, great post position. That's going to be key here in crunch time.
LeBron against Iguodala. Iguodala with the steal. Up the floor. Here's Curry. Good D by Irving.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
James with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
Yeah, 0 tolerance for mistakes here.
Curry passes to Iguodala. Outside Curry. Fires the 3. But he gets it back. Thompson inside the line. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And the Cavaliers call time here. The score is tied at 59. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What an opportunity here.
Boy, a chance to take the lead. Huge right here.
LeBron against Iguodala. And here is LeBron. Oh, no good.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And he ends up making the second, and that gives them the lead.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
Timeout called the Warriors.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Definitely. I mean, they're in good shape here, in my opinion. Shot clock's off, but still enough time left on the game clock to really run your normal set here.
Thompson for three. Right between the eyes.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win. He gave them points in bunches, and when they needed them. It's not always about how much you get, but when you get those points up on the board.
I thought this performance he needed to deliver, Ernie. He needed this game. You look at how he's been playing recently, and this was huge for him to come out and have a great night. You can really tell a lot about a player how they break out of a slump. He responded exactly the way he needed to.
And that will do it for our special Christmas Day broadcast of the NBA here.
Super. Future.